Hello and welcome to another update video about Render. Render continues to be in this, what I see as a diagonal pattern, and the reason is just that the move of the here June lows in 22 was just a three-wave move. Yeah, so you can clearly see that unless you want to count it as a 1-2-1-2 setup, but then also this was a three-wave move. So I decided to count the entire move up obviously as a diagonal. Which makes the entire chart a bit choppy, unreliable, difficult, especially for trading. So typically you need to be ready here for the chop, okay? So the idea is, okay, we readied in a wave 1, came down in a wave 2. This could be a wave 3 as an A, B, C. Here wave 4, and we could now be moving up in this wave 5. So let's zoom in. If we talk about, okay, we are in the wave 5, what do we normally want to see? In the wave 5, we need to see three waves: an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. And this is what we're tracking. So it could very well be that this A wave is still unfolding, but I'd rather say probably not. So we're going to zoom in a minute. And as suggested before, as long as we hold above 191, the overall focus can be on higher, because this orange box is relevant support. Below 191, there is a greater chance of breaking down. Until then, the overall focus can be on higher in the completion of the fifth wave of the wave 1, in an ABC structure. So let's zoom in. We never broke that level, so let's zoom in. Go more towards the micro level now. So we did say we can count 5 waves up off the low here to the 21st of May high. Then we said we probably get now this sort of ABC structure to the downside. Remember what we just said? A wave to the upside in 5 waves complete. What is due now actually at some point is this B wave to the downside and then a C wave to the upside. Again, standard support for the B wave is between 191 and 228. As long as we stay above 191, we can still go higher either in the C wave, or we haven't even completed the B wave, but the B wave itself is a 3-wave move. So we're looking for an ABC structure. Currently, it looks as if the move of the 21st of May high to the downside was an A wave. Then it appeared as if the move up was the B wave, and we turned around in our resistance area. We then said yesterday that it seems likely that that we are already heading down in the C wave of wave B, and that this should be a 5-wave move. So what I gave you was wave 1. We then talked about, okay, wave 1 was probably complete, so we expect now a move to the upside. That move to the upside occurred. It went into standard resistance of the wave 2. So the idea was, we go down in the C wave, have a 5-wave move down, but this 1-2 setup was invalidated. It did go above the standard resistance for the wave 2. So this idea is not what's playing out. However, the idea was to go higher. It just did overshoot the standard resistance, which then means, however, that something's off here, a bit off the rails. So what would that mean? So we take resistance off the chart because this clearly is not needed anymore. Well, best I can tell at the moment, there are 2 options for me. The first option is that just simply we reset the B wave. Let me take that out. So if we reset the B wave, because we have off this low, which was made on the 22nd of May, we have now a 3-wave move. And this to me looks like a larger A wave, a larger B wave then, and now the C wave to the upside within B. Okay. Now, you know that B waves are difficult, and B waves don't really have a target. They are, they can overshoot. They are just difficult. So let me take the subwaves out here. So this would be my preferred count, to be honest, as long as we have 3 waves only to the upside. In In terms of the subwave structure then, we would say that this here was probably an A wave, this was a B wave, and this here is the C wave. So let me change the wave degree. So within this C wave, what are we looking for? We are looking for two targets. First of all would be the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% extension, and the second one, the 1.618 extension. So first target reached 285 is typically what you get as proportionality target. Next target, 1.618 extension at $3.13, which would be absolutely within the scope of what it can do, okay, in terms of a high B wave. And what we can also add is the resistance, standard resistance for an overshooting B wave is typically the 1.38 Fib retracement, and that's at the same level roughly, it's $3.17. So there's a good chance we get there. If we take out today's high, which can very well happen, that would be sort of the next target, or let's say at least a boundary for the B wave. It would also take us probably to the top of that sort of trend channel there, yeah, sort of roughly. Yeah, that is sort of the main one that I'm observing. If we zoom out a little bit and go to the daily chart, and I just have to say it again, diagonal patterns are not reliable for trading, yeah, because they are very choppy. Okay, they are very choppy. They turn around at an instant, and you deal with corrective subwave structures, which are just difficult. We have bearish divergences now on the daily, and that is also why I'm in favor of this scenario, that we nearly have topped, because you start to see those. We already have seen these for a while here. We had here bearish divergence for the first time in April. We then did come down, and now if you compare that to that one, you start to see some divergences, but the momentum is still up, so it certainly can short-term still push higher. And what we can do, I can give you the level that is relevant for pushing higher. So if we assume we are now in an impulse to the upside, which would be the C wave would be an impulse, typically a first indication that we break down is a break of the 50% retracement. So that is sort of relevant support against which price can go higher. At some point it will break, but if you're looking for a level against which price can go higher, that would be 264. Below that level, probabilities will increase that it will break down in this C wave. Another opportunity or possibility that could be unfolding here is, of course, that the A wave was never finished. Okay, that the A wave never finished, and we would then simply have a slightly different count and would say that this wave 4. So if we say, okay, we had a wave 1, we had a wave 2, we had a wave 3, which might actually have topped here. Then what could happen is that we had a running flat in a wave 4, which happens, just a massively overshooting B wave, so something like that. Possibly, yeah. Where we say, okay, we came down in an A wave, had an over, let me think, A, B, and then, let me see. Yeah, well, it is possible that we had this. Let me highlight that in orange, actually. So that this was the count, A wave, overshooting B wave. And the difficulty arises due to this a lot of sort of phantom pump, yeah, because it doesn't have very clear subwave structures. And then a very short C wave to the downside, and that the wave 4 actually ended there. And this here is now a 1-2 setup, and we rally higher in a third wave. That would obviously blast through. I don't believe that, but obviously the trend is up, and the trend is up against 191, and I just gave you another level against which the short-term trend is up, the 50% retracement. So it can certainly go higher if this is something more bullish, like the fifth wave still of the A wave, and then you deal here with a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. But also here the wave 3 should sort of reach the top of that channel, yeah? So hopefully that makes sense. These are the two main scenarios I'm watching at the moment. And let me just adjust that again. ABC. Yeah, let me just adjust it to put that A wave back. Yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah, that's my update about Render. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.